Hello, how's it going?
It's great. How about you?
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been really great. I've just built up my own offer because I felt like it was time and helping other women with mindset, etc. Yesterday, I closed my first deal.
Nice.
Um,
Congrats.
Thanks. So that was a 2K 2 months. So in 2 months, but I
Sure.
had a question about. 'Cause I had about 3 calls yesterday, and I had a question about. Of course, people know that I'm in sales as well. So why? Because I also post about it online, etc. So people see they know that I'm a salesperson. And so what I got on calls yesterday lots of times was like, yeah, like I know you're in sales and I know you're just like trying to sell me to do this. Like I really want to
Mhm.
do it, but I know you're a salesperson, and I just, don't wanna like they just mention that. Like how do you handle that when they say that? When they're like, you're a salesperson, right?
Yeah. It's just a label. They are trying to put a
Yeah.
label on you. Okay. So you just gotta relabel the label. Right. So one thing that you can do is you can just simply challenge that very gently by saying, am I? Is it? Is that what I'm doing here? I'm trying to sell you? Really? Is that who I am? What I am? The reality, and then you just explain them. Because the reality is that you're half right and half we don't know. So we just have to figure that out. Because the reality is that there's a lot of out there. There's a lot of sleazy salespeople out there. But then there's a lot of the other categories where I like to call leaders. Right? There are two of people that you're in these calls. People or the sneaky salesmen are the ones that are doing this to you because they just want to take things from the interaction. But the leaders are doing this for you because they don't need you, but they have a higher sense of purpose and they're willing to hold you to the standards that are required for you to be able to see your goals and get to your goals. Right?
Right.
So it's totally up to you. At the end of the day, it's a perspective. You decide how do you want to view things. So I guess I would have to ask you, do you feel I'm doing this to you because I want to get something out of it, or I'm doing this for you because I really want to help people and really see these women's or see you guys win or see you girls win? How do you feel? And now it's on them, right?
Right.
And now if they say, no, imagine they say, oh, I believe you're doing this to me. You want to get something out of this. That's what I believe. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I can respect that. I might not share that, but I can respect it. But then we gotta ask ourselves, if you truly believe that I'm trying to get something out of you in this call, would you want to work with someone like that?
Right. Yeah.
No, right? So what are we doing in this call then?
Right.
It's like, what's the purpose of the call if inherently you don't believe I genuinely want you to win?
Right. Yeah. Then there's one point. No. Yeah.
And now is a dead end. It's like we end the call, or now you just change your mind. And now if you change your mind, I'm going to be skeptical. Okay, well, no, I genuinely believe that you want to help people. Well, how so? Because you just said you don't. Well, because yeah, but and now would have to see her justify that answer because it's like you just change your mind instantly, or what? What makes you say that? What have you noticed that makes that you just change your mind so quickly? Blah blah blah. But what's going to happen in most cases is that they're going to admit, no, 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 I believe you're doing this for me. I see you as a leader. I believe you're doing this for people. Oh, what makes you say that? Because you're right, there's a lot of salespeople out there. So what makes you feel that I'm more in the category of a leader? I truly want to see you win. Oh, because you did this, you messaged me, or whatever. Like they will just find their own reasons. And that's it, done.
Right. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Clear.
So just challenge them. Every time, this is for everybody. Every time someone sort of like points at you or your sales process and they just assume you're doing something. Oh, I know what you're trying to do. Just challenge them. Like, do you? Like, it's just like literally, like, do you? Like, do you know? Like, do you read minds? Or okay, so what am I thinking right now? No, I know you're trying to ask me this question to get the pain. You just want to get the pain. Do I?
Okay.
Know what I want to do? Right? Just challenge them, and then you can just reframe them. Another quick thing, another quick way to reframe them is like, well, is what I just said to Juan Carlos at the beginning. It's like, well, sales is sales or these conversations, or you can just use sales. Sales is something you do two people or you do four people. I don't know. I believe you do it two people. Well, and that's definitely your perspective. You can believe that sales is something you do two people, but When you do something to someone, it's because you're trying to get something out of it. But when you do it for people, it's because you're truly trying to help them, and you have a bigger sense of purpose. So I know what I'm doing here, and I know in this game, but it doesn't matter what I know. Is about what you think. What do you think I'm doing here? I'm doing this to you, or I'm truly doing this for you because I want to see you win. Now they have to decide.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Clear. Well, most of the time the trust is there on the call, so that's good.
Yeah.
And then they get balanced feeling of like, oh, I trust her, but I know she's in sales. I don't know. If I
Yeah. Or
should."
sometimes they might even get to a place where they say where they would say, and this is for everybody, pay attention. They would say, I trust you, or I know this is good, but I'm feeling pressured right now. You're pressuring me. I'm feeling pressure right now. Same process. Just relabel it. It's like, are you? Or if they say, I'm feeling pressure right now, you're pressuring me right now, you say, am I? Am I truly pressuring you? Let's break it down. Because what is pressure? Pressure is external force, is an external thing applying force to a subject. But there's another thing that is called tension. That is an internal force, an internal thing applying force from within. Right? So someone that is trying to pressure you, they're pushing you, they're telling you what you need to do. That's the sign of pressure. But when someone is leading you, that's what a leader does, right? And someone is inspiring you, they put you in uncomfortable situations so that you can see the truth. But you make the ultimate call, not them. So you be the judge. Am I really pressuring you? Am I telling you what to do? Or I am facilitating a space so that you can decide what's best for you. You be the judge based on our conversation. And if you have the approach that I have, which we don't tell them what to do, we only ask them questions, they're going to say, oh, that's right. Yeah. You never told me what to do. You just asked me questions. So then am I leading you? I'm a leader looking to inspire you and cheering for you so that you can tap in your potential? Or I'm just trying to externally pressure you, telling you what you should do and not really care about your own opinion? What am I doing here? Right? Oh yeah, I guess that's right. And what type of person you want by your side? Do you want a leader that believes in you and that because it believes in you, it pushes you to your potential? Or you want someone that doesn't really care about you, and because of that, they just take the easy route and just tell you what you should do, and if you do it, great, and if not, bye-bye. Which one are you looking for? No, I want a leader. All right, so then would it make any sense for me to do nothing but being a leader? Yes. Okay. So that's what I'm doing. So where do you want to go from here? No, I want to think about it. Okay, that's next reframe, you know?
Objection moved. Okay. Clear. That's clear. Okay, perfect. Yeah, because the discovery phase goes really good. Like they're like all in, and then like they're like, okay, like when I'm like, okay, like where do you want to go from here? They're like, I really want to do this. Okay, yeah. They're like talking to themselves.
It's a mindset offer, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you something, and I want you to test it because it's gonna work wonders. Okay, this is something that I do all the time. One thing that you could do right after the discovery is you can create an anchor. You can create an identity anchor before you even present. And that anchor is going to pre-close them, is going to prevent a lot of objections. And if for whatever reason a few objections shows up, you can go back to that anchor. You can use it. And it's going to make your objection handling super easy. So you ready for it?
Yeah.
Watch it. Watch this. This is what you do. You're at the end of the discovery. Typically, I like to end the discovery with consequence, urgency, and commitment. So I do the consequence question, then I do, but why now? Because most people, even with that, with all those reasons, regret and blah, 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 they still put things off rather than take action now. So why not push this, put this off? Oh, because blah, 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 that's urgency. Then I go commitment. Okay, so is it truly time now, today, right here, right now, to actually make a change? Of course, if we can help you with it. Yes. Are you sure? Are you willing to draw a line in the sand and actually think and behave differently not only today, but moving forward so that you can put yourself in the best position? Yes. That is context, just context, okay? Urgency, consequence, urgency, and commitment. But now I'm going to put an anchor. I'm going to put an anchor on the person. I say, okay, and the reason I'm asking you is because what do you think humans grow? Inside of the comfort zone or outside of the comfort zone? Just role play with me.
Yeah, well, definitely outside of the comfort zone.
Yeah, right. Have you ever heard of someone that achieved anything worthwhile sharing or worthwhile achieving by staying inside of the comfort zone?
Well, no.
No, right? So then if humans grow from a place of discomfort and we gotta go outside of our comfort zone, then would it be a crazy idea if during this conversation you feel uncomfortable and you're faced with decisions that are just simply decisions you never made or decisions that makes you feel a little bit nervous? Would it be a crazy idea?
Well, if it would be a crazy idea, if I could you repeat that last one?
Yeah, no worries. So if now we establish that humans do grow from a place of discomfort,
Yeah.
would it be a crazy idea for you in this call to experience decisions or to be faced with decisions that will make you feel uncomfortable and uneasy? Would it be a crazy idea?
No.
No, right? Because that's your growth signal. It will tell you exactly that you're on the right track.
Yeah, definitely.
But what's going to happen is when you're faced with one of these uncomfortable decisions that you know it's kind of like outside of your comfort zone, what's going to happen is that every single fiber of your body is going to come to you in the form of thoughts to tell you everything they can to keep you stuck in the comfort zone. And that's pretty much what's been happening for the last 6 months based on what you shared with to me that you haven't been able to take action. You haven't been able to break through. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree, definitely.
So if you're at a place where you're willing to take action now and it's time to make a change now, my question to you is, what are you going to say to those voices when they show up trying to keep you in the comfort zone? What are you going to say to them?
Yeah, well, I would definitely not listen to them and just because I know that they're there to keep me safe.
What if those voices come in the form of what ifs? Like what if it doesn't work, or right now you're not ready, right now is not the right time? What are you going to say to those voices?
Yeah, well, like you said, like it has been going on for like 6 months. So if I just continue listening to the voices, then they're always going to be there. So what I would do is I would just not listen to them, just do it.
And just do it, because the thing is, oftentimes we think about doing it when the voices are not there, but that's not how it works. Like the voices are always going to be there. It's not about doing it when they are not there. It's about doing it despite the voices. So my question to you is, are you at a place in life right here, right now, where you're willing now to let go of the behaviors that we've done previously, which is following and be ruled by those voices, and start acting and behaving as the person we want to become? That's the most important question. Are you at that place where you're ready to start doing that, or not quite there yet?
Yeah, well, it does feel a bit fearful. Like it like I do feel a bit like fear, but like you said, like if not now, then yeah. I mean, like if not now, then when, right? So yeah,
Because fear is always going to be there. Like if we wait for fear to not be there, we'll never make a decision. So it's not about waiting for fear not to not be there. It's about doing it despite of the fear. So are you at a place right here, right now, where when you're faced with the next decision or the next thing that you got to do to be able to get to your goals, and those fears come in, are you willing to push through and overcome the fears, or are you going to allow the fears to overcome you?
yeah, no, definitely push through and overcome the fears, 100%.
Are you sure? You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
May I hold you to that? Like if I see that those thoughts and those fears are kind of like ruling you, would you like me to raise my hand and help you out? Or do you think you can handle it?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I would say like if it pops up, I would be aware of it. Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
cool. Because that's the most important thing, right? If you're willing to overcome the fear rather than the fear overcoming you, then we get a chance on this, not only right now, but on the long haul. Cool, awesome. So based on everything you've told me, blah 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 blah, what can show you the program, or blah blah blah. So that whole bit there was an anchor point. You see all the objection prevention that I did there?
Yeah.
So fear is not going to show up. Well, it's going to show up, but she's going to be able to handle it. But if she's not even able to handle it, now very easily you can just simply say, who's talking to you? Which voices are you hearing? Are you hearing the voices of the comfort zone 1.0, or are you hearing the voices of 2.0? Yeah, you're right. Those voices are there. Yeah, like we talked before, right? So are you going to overcome the voices, or are you going to let the voices overcome you? No, I'm going to overcome the voice. Okay, can you handle it, or do you want my help? No, I can handle it. Like, do you have a payment plan or something with this?
All right.
You see? So that's an anchor, identity anchor.
All right.
You can catch the recording if you want. I do it. It's very powerful. And it's very easy later on to handle anything if it shows up.
Yeah, 100%. And they're also looking, I remember, it's really good because yesterday I closed someone and then at the end they were like, yeah, I'm looking like for someone who can keep me accountable of these exact things, like when the voices pop up, etc. So that way they also see like what it's like when they're going to be working with me and stuff like that.
If it's a mindset offer, it's just like, it's easy because it's just, you're going to use the thoughts, the voices. It's just, it's very aligned with the thing. And one closing pattern that I use as well, that I want to share with you, and you just empathize with it. And I understand because that's how you make decisions. This is how the limited version of you makes decisions. But the question you got to ask yourself is, if we keep clinging onto this way of thinking, or if we keep feeding this way of thinking and we don't break this pattern now, do you feel that pattern is going to get stronger or weaker over time if we keep feeding it? You're gonna say stronger. So it's gonna be easier or harder to break that pattern 3, 6, 12 months down the road if we keep feeding them. You know, it's gonna be harder. Well, why it's gonna be harder? Well, is if I keep feeding them, the monster gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's harder to break that pattern. Okay, so what do you feel you need to do right here, right now, so that you can have the highest chances of success? What do you feel is the right move here? Keep feeding the pattern, or just breaking it once and for all, like ripping off a band-aid? What do you feel? And if they say, yeah, I should do it, but what if it doesn't work? Da, 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 da. Exactly. That's what the mind is doing to you. It's giving you those thoughts to keep you stuck in the comfort zone. And you can choose to feed them. You can choose to cling on to it. The question is, if you do that today, tomorrow, that pattern is going to get stronger or weaker? Stronger, right? And stronger and stronger. And the more you feed them, the more you get ruled by it. That's how people get obese. It's not overnight. It's a pattern. You can use the obese analogy if it's appropriate in that moment. But yeah, it's very strong because now it's all about like they're trapped. You know, it's like, if I don't break this pattern right here, right now, and I just decide to feed them, but tomorrow they're gonna get stronger, and I'm, it's the monster I'm feeding myself.
Yeah, clear.
So you can use that as well. I gave you a lot in this call, but start small.
Right.
Start with one thing and let me know how it goes. Because if it's a mindset offer, you're gonna crush it.
100%. Okay, thanks a lot, Paulo. I will implement that for sure.
Anytime.
Oh, no.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So that's short question. This anchor, do you recommend always doing it or only when the need is fearful?
I do it 80% of the times. So when I see like a lot of green flags and it's like, okay, this guy is in and I got everything I need, I don't see any signs of fear, then I don't do it. But 80% of the times, I do it. Even when if I am unsure, I'll do it. I was reviewing another call the other day with the academy guys, and they saw me do that on a call. And one student asked, why are you doing this identity anchor if he didn't show any signs of or any feathers of fear? And I was like, just to be sure. I was like, because I was a little bit, my speedy sense was telling me, So I just do it just in case. You can do it too. Like anybody can do the type of anchor.
That's right. Awesome. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Gracias.
Okay. De nada. All right, cool. So let's wrap it up here, and I will see you guys in the next one, okay? Let's keep crushing it.